Okay, we are checking the homework for 10.3. Find the area of the circle, give the exact area and an approximate area to the nearest square unit. And I told you could just give the exact area in leaving the pi in. So in number 1, my formula is area equals pi r squared. So area equals pi times 12 squared. 12 times 12 is 144. So we call this 144 pi feet squared. Number 2, your area is pi r squared. So pi times 16 squared. I don't have that one memorized. So 16 times 16. 6 times 6 is 36. Carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. Placeholder 0. 15. Carry the 1. 2. So we get 256. So 200, actually I did know that one. 256 pi meters squared. And then number 3, area equals pi r squared. And so we have pi times 60 squared. So 60 times 60, 2 placeholder zeros. 6 times 6 is 36. So it's 3,600. And that's centimeters squared. In number 4 and 5, your instructions were to find the areas. It says it says to the nearest square unit. So this one you will actually have to multiply through with the pi. So a standard dartboard has a diameter of 18 inches. So if the diameter is 18, that means the radius is half of that. It's 9. So area equals pi r squared. Pi times 9 squared. 3.14. 9 squared is 81. So here I do have to do the full-on multiplication. Multiplying by 1 is pretty easy. 8 times 4 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 1 would be 25. And we need 2 decimal places, which would be 254.34. To the nearest square inch would be 254. So we can drop our decimal. We don't round up because that's a 3 right there. So don't round up. Number 5, a culinary student decorates an 8-inch diameter cake. So the diameter is 8, so that means the radius is 4. What is the approximate area of the top of the cake? So 3.14 times 4 squared. 3.14 times 16. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Placeholder 0, a 4, a 1, and a 3. 4, 12. Carry the 1, 10. Carry the 1, 5. So we get 50.24 inches squared, which if you looked in the back, it would just say 50 inches squared. So they went to the nearest square inch. Okay, I didn't have you do number 6, but I want to show it to you just because the calculations on it were kind of time consuming. So you have a rectangle with a half of a circle on it. So the rectangle is a 10 by 7. That's pretty easy. That's 70. The half of a circle, so let's do the whole circle. So the radius is 3.5. So when I multiply 3.5 times 3.5, I get 12.25. Well, that would be all well and good, except if I could leave the pi in there, but I can't because I need to get an approximate amount. So I have 3.14 times 12.25. So let me do that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Do that calculation so that you can see what I get. Okay, the area of the whole circle would be 38.465, but I only need half of that. So I would have to divide that in two, and that's what I would get. So then you would take 70 minus, and I'm going to use the approximation of that, and I would get 51. That's why I didn't have you do that one, just because the calculations were so involved. This one, I have a square, which is 40 by 40. And so the area of it, side squared, is 40 squared. And we get 1600. And then I do have a circle. I have half of it here and half of it here. And so the area of the circle is pi r squared. And r is not 40, it is 20. So 20 squared is 400. So I get 400, 3.14 times 400. So that's not a difficult multiplication to do. Two placeholder zeros, 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 4 times 3 is 12, and I need 2 decimal places. So I get 1256. So I need to add the 1600 and the 1256. And I get 2,856, and that's square yards. And then here, find the area of the shaded region to the nearest square unit. I just had you do, I did not have you do all of these. I think the only one I had you do was number 10. So you've got two circles. You've got the big one, which is pi r squared. So 3.14 times 12 squared. So 3.14 times 144. And so 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 times 3 is 12. Placeholder 0, the same number because I'm multiplying by 4 again. 2 placeholder zeros, then a 4, a 1, and a 3. 6, 11, carry the 1. 12, carry the 1. 5, 4. So I get 452.16. And then the area of the smaller circle, which I'm going to need to subtract out, is pi r squared. And it has a radius of 6. I know that because from the center to the bigger circle is 12, and this is 6. So I need to put that outside. So 3.14 times 36. And 6 times 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 10. Carry the 1. 13. Carry the 1. 11. So 113.04. And so I need to take my 452.16 minus 113.04. 12, 1, that would be 9, 3, 3, and we get 339.04. 0.12. To the nearest square unit, it would be 339. Another way that you could have done this one, leave your pi in until the very end. So pi times 12 squared is 144 pi. Here, pi times 6 squared is 36 pi. And so I have 144 pi minus 36 pi's. So kind of treat your pi like it's a variable. So I have 144 of them minus 36 of them would be 108 of them. And so then if you take 3.14 times 108, when you go through the 3.14 times 108, you're going to get that same 339 that we got just a minute ago.